Hey guys, and welcome to this week's video. I decided to take you guys to the beautiful marina. Look at that. Can you guys see? How gorgeous is that, right? Oh my God, this is one of my favorite new places to walk. And the reason I wanted to bring you here today is a very specific reason. I brought you here with great intentionality. The topic of the month, as you guys know, is how to be the best version of yourself. Last week we talked about waking up. First step in being the greatest version of yourself is so you can wake up. Today, in our second of our, I think it's going to be a 4 or 5 part series, is the power of the mind and mindset. Oh, my beloveds, mindset is everything, and harnessing the power of our mind is everything. And the reason I wanted to bring you guys here, I'm not going to tell you right now. You have to stay tuned for the video. So let's go ahead and get started by talking about mindset and harnessing the power of the mind so you can be the best version of yourself. Let's get started. So let's talk for a second about the power of the mind. Our mindset, my beloveds, is everything. You guys hear me say it all the time. If you guys have read my book, you've heard me say it. Here on this YouTube channel, I say it all the time. Obviously, when I coach with my private clients, we talk about mindset all the time and the power of a mindset and choosing our mindset and how that choice empowers every aspect of what it is we want to create. And of course, on my Instagram, I talk about it as well. So why is it so important? Well, it's everything, really, and I'll tell you why. Let's say we wake up in the morning, right? And let's say we have a challenge that we're dealing with, because hey, if we're here on the planet, no matter who we are, we're dealing with something. So let's say you wake up and the first thing that comes to your mind is, oh man, I'm dealing with this thing. Do we go down that road of that constricted mindset of worrying about the problems and spinning around in it and just being stuck in it? Or do we choose the expanded mindset, which leads us to possibilities, solutions, and alleviating those challenges? Massive difference. Okay, so now we understand the power of the mind, the power of the mindset. Let's actually talk about this very, very specific and powerful technique that I have used to manifest so many things in my life. And this, if you guys are on my Instagram, especially if you watch my stories, you've heard me talk about this quite a bit lately. And I've been practicing this my whole life. But recently, I've been very, very actively and specifically doing this practice consistently 2 times a day, every single day. And the practice is what I call my gratitude and manifestation meditation walk. And I'll tell you why the walk part is so important. When we walk, we literally, the act of walking or anything physical takes us out of our mind and into our body. So you're like, well, Dr. Elizabeth, we're talking about the power of the mind. Yes, the power of the manifestation mind, the powerful mind, the conscious mind, not the subconscious and analyzer mind that goes over and over regurgitating problems and spinning in the problems and getting stuck in the problems. Can you see? There's a big difference between those two. We're going to utilize the power of the mind, but in a way that assists us moving forward, not in a way that keeps us stuck. Make sense? And then what we start to do is we give gratitude and thanks for what we already have. So let's say I give gratitude and thanks for my eyesight. I give gratitude and thanks for living in this beautiful home. I dreamed of living in California my whole life. I'm so grateful to be here in the beautiful weather, beautiful place, beautiful energy. I'm grateful for my health. So I'll just go on and I'll give thanks for the things I'm grateful for as I'm walking. I do that actively. The next thing I do, so that's my list of things I'm giving thankful for that I already have. Now I go over on this side. Once I'm done with that, I go over on this side and I begin to give thanks for the things that I do not yet have in this physical dimension. I've marked them up. They're on my vision board. I visualize them every single day. And what happens is that I take those, and as I'm doing my walking meditation, and as I'm walking, I'll do a mantra on my gratitude for that. And what I do is, as I'm walking, I begin to feel into the energy of already having it. So it's like, let me give you guys an example. Oh, okay. Perfect example. when I turned 60, I decided I wanted to go back and model again. I modeled in my 40s. And then I started, I wrote my book, I started speaking, I started doing other things, and modeling kind of just took a back seat to the other careers that I did and that I've been doing. And so I made the conscious decision when I turned 60, I want to start modeling again. So what happened was I started in my walking gratitude manifestation walks. What I started to do is I started to visualize and see myself modeling again. And then I started giving thanks. Thank you so much. So I thought, okay, what's the first step I need if I want to start modeling again? I need an agent, right? I need an agent. I need to work with an agency. So in my walks, I started saying, thank you for this amazing agent who loves me, loves what I'm about, loves my look, and really can get behind booking me on jobs. It was very, very specific. I just didn't want an agent. I really wanted somebody who would be amazing to work with. I wanted someone who was an incredible person. I wanted someone who was kind of like-minded. We shared kind of the same thing, because this person's not only going to work with me on modeling photography jobs, but also on different jobs on, for film, television, and things like that. So it needed to be somebody who really got my work and got what I was doing. So I started doing this. Then I get a call from a friend of mine saying, hey, I submitted you for this agency. And I was like, what? I manifested that. That is really, really powerful. So my friend says, yes, you have a meeting a week from, it was on September 4th. So I had like a week's time before the time I found out. I actually manifested this meeting to the time I was actually meeting this agent. So then what I started to do in my gratitude and manifestation walks, I started to feel into actually that meeting. I started to feel, what would it be like to show up at that meeting? What would it feel like and be like to meet this agent? How are we going to connect? How's it going to feel like? I said, this person's going to see me. They're going to get me. They're going to love my energy. In my walk, it was like I was already so excited about the meeting that whole week leading up to it. So just so you guys know, in the morning after I'm done working out, I do my stair climber. After the stair climber, I do the treadmill. And that's when I do my gratitude and manifestation walk in the morning. And then what I do is in the evening, I go for a walk here in this beautiful place here, and I do the same thing. It's my gratitude and manifestation walk. And if you guys are on Instagram, you've heard me talk about it before, because I share stories about it when I'm doing it in my Insta stories. And if you're not following me on Instagram, go follow me on Instagram, because I do really fun things and you guys will really like it. So what happens, I go to my meeting, and we see, actually it was funny, she was walking the last person out, down the hallway and out the door, and I saw her before I even knew who she was, because there's a whole bunch of different suites there, and we looked at each other and I said, oh, that's her. And her energy was amazing. We literally had the best meeting, and she's like, yes, I want to sign you. I love your energy. I can totally book you on things. And we just hit it off amazingly well. It was even better than what I had visualized, but I manifested that and she just took over that position at that agency. So she said, when we were meeting, she said, I manifested you as well. I really wanted to work with people who are incredible, who are doing amazing things in the world, who I really vibe with. So that's a perfect example of how you can utilize this technique to manifest what it is you want. So here's exactly what I do. When I go on my walk, I have these mantras that I say. As I'm walking, I'll say the mantra. And the mantra is speaking what I want as if I already have it. But then what I do is I begin to get excited about it. Like one of the things I'm manifesting is the love of my life. I've gotten I have like harnessed so much energy around this that now when I walk, I literally get butterflies. It's as if he's already here in my life. I get excited. I feel what it feels like. So when I see him coming in the door, when we go on a date together, or when we hold hands together, like I can feel his energy already, and I'm so excited about it. I'm like, oh wow, he's so freaking close. If I can already feel into his energy and I'm excited about it, that's how we bring it in. It's the energy of excitement. If you're just walking going, yeah, I want this, but it's never going to happen, I want this, is that, It is not. Save your time. It's not going to work. You have to get into the feeling tone, get excited about it, and then be grateful for it as if it already happened. Okay, my beloveds, that's it for today. I really wanted to do this video for you today because I'm telling you guys, I've been practicing this actively twice a day for like the last month and a half or so. It works. I mean, the agent, my modeling agent, is just one of the many things that I have manifested using this technique. It's such a powerful technique. It works if you guys put it into practice. All right, you guys know I love you. I love you so. In fact, you know what's so funny? Let me finish my sentence. I love you guys so much. You are all of the result of my manifestation. When I started this channel, like when I relaunched this channel, I had 730 people on this channel. Now we're nearly 65,000 strong. And I was very clear in my intention of calling forth all of you beautiful, beautiful people who were interested in the same things. You were interested in learning about the things that I'm interested in sharing. And so now our community is the result of that manifestation. And I'm the result of your manifestation. If you're here, you were looking for someone who's having this conversation and talking about the things that you guys are interested in learning about. So I'm telling you guys, it really, really works. Okay, so, and remember, you guys hear me say this all the time, remember that you can do this. There are going to be times, my beloveds, where it feels like, you know, like I shared really great examples of how I've manifested things. But like, for example, the love of my life. I'm 60. I've yet to meet him yet. And when I look back, I've never met him. We have not, the divine timing of our crossing and our meeting hasn't happened yet. You know, a lot of people could be like, well, shit, I'm 60. Forget about it. It hasn't happened yet, but here's what I say. It hasn't happened yet, but when it does, it is on, and it's going to be amazing, and we are both going to say to each other, you were way, 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 way well worth the wait. So even when it feels difficult, you have to hold on and know in your heart that you can do this, you can manifest this, but because by holding that frequency, that faith, that trust, that knowing, even when it looks like it's not going to happen, that's how you manifest. That's the key to really manifesting. All right, my beloveds, I love you guys so much. I'll talk to you next week. Ciao.